We've called Trey Lance the most important player to his team's success in the NFL this year. It's Trey Lance's time to dance. Well, last night in preseason game number 3, he looked like Elaine Bennis from Seinfeld on the dance floor. Lance was lost, dazed, confused, unsure of himself, bouncing simple throws on easy designed rollouts. The numbers, putrid. The feel was worse. You know, normally in the preseason, you have to guard yourself about being too fired up because the games don't count and the defenses are vanilla. So when Lance was this bad, it's concerning. Now, I want to stress, I'm not writing Trey Lance off. Not at all. I love his talents. But the Niners made a Super Bowl with Jimmy G. They made the title game last year in the NFC with Jimmy Garoppolo. Trey Lance has to take the 49ers this year on a legit march to the Super Bowl. Think about it. That's the expectation. Kyle Shanahan passed on Tom Brady a couple off seasons ago. Then he traded a bushel of picks for Trey Lance. Could have picked Mac Jones. He knew Trey Lance barely played in college, so it's not an excuse or a surprise. The expectation is simply this. Trey Lance needs to play like Patrick Mahomes did when Mahomes replaced Alex Smith in Kansas City, get to the title game. Kyle was really angry last night after the game because he said he expected Trey Lance to be cleaner and called his play uneven. Look, the Niners are loaded everywhere. Kyle Shanahan is a great coach. The schedule to start the season, look at this. It's a gift. It's like the Niners called the league and asked if they could have the Bears and the Seahawks to start the campaign. Perhaps the 2 worst teams in the NFL this year. San Fran is going to win double-digit games. You know that's going to happen. But you'll want it to feel great about Trey Lance coming out of the preseason. I'm not giving up on his talent. I'm not giving up on this year. But using another Seinfeld line from the same episode. San Fran fans watching Lance last night, it was cry and cry again. Steelers superstar TJ Watt with our guy, the great Evan Washburn, and you can catch the full sit-down Sunday at halftime of the Steelers and Lions on the NFL on CBS. TJ Watt clearly laser-focused on another huge year, and look, we know what we're going to get from TJ Watt. What we don't know is who the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback is going to be for week number 1. Now, Mike Tomlin said today Mitch Trubisky will get the start Sunday afternoon on CBS in the final preseason game. And Tomlin previously said that the quarterback battle still very much up for grabs. So the fact that the veteran gets the nod and Mitch was the leader in the clubhouse all spring and summer long is noteworthy. But also of notes, Kenny Pickett's play. I love Kenny Pickett. He owned the ACC in college. He's experienced. He's wise beyond his years. And by every measuring stick, he has outplayed Mitch Trubisky in the preseason games. Now, here's the good news. Both options better than Ben Roethlisberger over the last 2 years. It's exciting. Ben Roethlisberger was holding Pittsburgh back. It's also exciting, at the end of the day, all Mike Tomlin does is win. Every year he's coached the Steelers, the team has been above 500. And I'm telling you right here, right now, Steelers are going to be better than you think this year. There's no doubt in my mind that Tomlin wants to go with the veteran. I love the Trubisky signing. Honestly, with Tomlin, with the weapons, I think he can thrive in Pittsburgh. But if the first-round quarterback and University of Pittsburgh star outplays him again, that's going to become the only choice. Sunday on CBS feels rather gigantic for the Steelers' season and future. Aaron Nola is right. The Phillies are hot and getting healthy at the perfect time. Nola absolutely majestic last night. Complete game shutout. Second of his career. 11 strikeouts without one walk. Unhittable, filthy stuff. And when you take a look at the National League wildcard standings, you can see how important every win is for the Philadelphia Phillies right now. And oh, by the way, did I mention Bryce Harper's back? Bryce Harper, this is not a drill, people. Back in the lineup tonight. Phillies are on fire, and they're getting the MVP back. And Bryce Harper, listen, he's been dominant. He's been a force. He wasn't supposed to be back until Monday, but he went down on a rehab assignment. This after he fractured his thumb earlier in the season when he got hit by that inside pitch, and he's been hitting bombs and walk-offs, and it's his time to shine. Zach Wheeler is going on the injured list, but Philly doesn't sound worried. It sounds like it's more arm fatigue than anything else. Healthy Harper, Real Muto, Schwarber, who hits bomb after bomb after bomb. Castellanos is catching fire. Wheeler and the aforementioned Nola in a short series. And Rob Thompson's done a brilliant job taking over for Joe Girardi. Bullpen is vastly improved. The Philadelphia Phillies are playing inspired baseball, and they're ready to rock and roll. Not only end the drought of making the playoffs, which is the longest drought in the National League, don't be surprised when Philly wins a series or two this postseason. We've got a love or loathe for you. Friday staple here on Time to Shine, and that, of course, an all fired up Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach Todd Bowles. I mean, he's just oozing enthusiasm. And listen, Tom Brady is in line to play and start the Tampa Bay Buccaneers preseason finale tomorrow night in Indianapolis. So, love or loathe Tom Brady playing football tomorrow night? I love it. And here's the deal with every situation when it comes to whether or not you play the veterans in the preseason. It's really case by case. I don't have a broad brush that I paint with here. For Tom Brady, he just took an 11-day vacation in August. Yeah, he needs to play. And if Todd Bowles is playing him, that means Tom Brady wants to play. And Tom Brady knows what I know, what you know, that the offensive line is a mess. He has guard issues. He has center issues. Alex Kappa's not walking through that door. Ali Marpet's not walking through that door. Ryan Jensen, his center, might not play this year. This is a mess. So Tom Brady playing is a huge deal. Right move, only move. No matter what happens, we're first guessing this needs to happen for the psyche of the 45-year-old coach. Rams, Bengals, pretty ugly brawl during the joint practice yesterday. Aaron Donald. Yo. How about Aaron Donald swinging two, not one, but two helmets at various Bengals players? So love or loathe, Aaron Donald should be suspended. Of course he's not being suspended. I loathe this concept. And first of all, just so we're clear, when you look at practice, Allen Iverson, we're talking about practice. The league doesn't have jurisdiction to suspend players or discipline players based upon practice. So it's a team thing. Do you think Sean McVay is going to suspend Aaron Donald, single best player in the sports, best defensive player in the history of the NFL? Does anyone think he's going to suspend Aaron Donald for the season opener, raise the banner, acknowledge the championship from last year? Hey, Aaron, you're going to have to sit this one out to start the season against the Buffalo Bills? Are you kidding me? Look, you might not like this, might not be the greatest example for the kids, but this just is the deal. It's practice. It's different. It's you have offensive linemen and defensive tackles going at it all day. You have new offensive linemen for Cincy trying to form a chemistry and a nastiness, body protectors like Lyle Collins for Joe Burrow. Look, you can't swing a helmet. Please don't misinterpret. That was gross. That was unacceptable. That is dangerous. Can't happen. I mean, if this is a practice, this is what it is. I mean, we're talking about Aaron Donald taking a lap. I mean, Sean McVay might give him a raise. He's not getting suspended. If it sounds like this is a contradiction from my take on Myles Garrett, it is. Let me be clear. There's a big difference between a regular season game and practice. So Aaron Donald is not getting suspended, and Aaron Donald should not get suspended. Jordan Love, the living embodiment of the Green Bay Packers mismanagement. Jordan Love also played. He played all right last night. So love or loathe Jordan Love. I loathe Jordan Love. Jordan Love is incompetent. We're showing you this pick at the end of the first half because there were a couple of good moments early, but that's everything you need to know about Jordan Love. I loathe Love. I hate Love. I don't believe in love. Love stinks. I do not believe that anyone should fall in love for this guy. Even Matt LaFleur, when he was going to his post-game news conference, looked at the stat sheet that's on your screen right there and said, "Geez, I didn't realize the numbers were going to be that bad." I mean, that's a paraphrase of exactly what he said because he saw some good things and had to study the film. I mean, it's amazing how they try and spin this when it comes to Jordan Love. This was the single worst draft pick in the history of the NFL draft. They should have drafted T. Higgins or Michael Pittman. If Jordan Love could play, he'd be on the Seattle Seahawks, or he'd be playing for the Giants, or he'd be on the Pittsburgh Steelers, or the Cleveland Browns. No one, the Atlanta Falcons. No one in the league wants him. Should have been a first-round pick in the first place. I hate Love. My New York Yankees won their fourth straight game last night, continuing to bounce back from an absolutely horrendous stretch of futility. So, love or loathe, New York Yankees are back. I love it because they're absolutely back. And last night's was my personal favorite of the wins. I mean, you're not supposed to choose favorite wins. It's like, I have 3 kids. I don't have a favorite kid. I love them all the same. But I thought of the 4 wins for the Yankees, that was my favorite. Because, listen, it's one thing we get pumped up for the Mets. You beat Alek Manoah in the final game of a series you lost against Toronto. Then you have an off day after the Mets series. You got to fly to Oakland, long flight, 6 hours. The A's stink, 6 people in the ballpark, and Giancarlo Stanton was back. That changes everything in terms of the energy, the depth, the talent, the domination for the New York Yankees. So I am so fired up the way they were able to take care of business. Garrett Cole tonight, win a series, take care of business, dominate all weekend, keep the line moving. The Yankees are back. Paul Goldschmidt homered twice last night, and the Cardinals win over the Cubbies. He's had an unbelievable year. So, love or loathe, Paul Goldschmidt is winning the NL MVP. Lock it in, love it. Goldie's been on an absolute heater, and I'm telling you right now, he's a legit Triple Crown threat. We've been talking about this for months on Time to Shine. He's first in the league in batting average, first in the league in RBI, second in home runs behind only my guy Kyle Schwarber. Lock it in. Paul Goldschmidt is going to be the MVP. The Seattle Mariners signed 21-year-old rookie stud Julio Rodriguez to a massive contract extension that's going to keep him in Seattle for a long time. So love or loathe the huge extension for Rodriguez. I love it. Rodriguez is special. He's an unbelievable, unique, rare talent. He absolutely loves the game. He can do it all. And this way, Mariners fans, the organization, everyone in the clubhouse, they know there's no wandering eye. There's no threat of him leaving very soon in free agency. They can focus on ending their playoff drought. The Mariners haven't been to the playoffs since 2001. Remember the 2001 Mariners? What a great day to be a Seattle sports fan, which is needed because, the Seahawks quarterback competition.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell for more videos.